Hi guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to get this makeup look, which is 100% drugstore. I used only drugstore products in this video, obviously. And yeah, this is basically a look that's kind of inspired by Valentine's Day. I don't know, it's just a super girly makeup look that you can wear if you are chilling with your friends, if you're by yourself on Valentine's Day and you just want to, you know, look a bit more glam, if you're going out with your friends, if you're going out on a date, I don't know. Whatever the situation you have on Valentine's Day, I just thought this was a really pretty makeup look that was kind of inspired by the day and, you know, the pink and the girliness. And I feel super girly right now. I have curled hair, I'm wearing pink lipstick, and I just don't really like it, but I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial anyway. So I'm starting out this tutorial by using the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation. I have the shade 010 Light Porcelain, and I've tried this once before. I do remember that I wore it for pretty much the whole day and it lasted pretty well. The only thing that I remember that I didn't like about this is it's slightly too pink toned for me, and I also can't remember whether I applied it with a brush or with my beauty blender. But I'm just gonna give it a go. So I'm just gonna squeeze some of this onto my face. It's super thick. It's kind of like a mousse texture, so it goes on really thick. I think I'm gonna use a brush for this and then maybe smooth it out with a beauty blender. And this foundation's really affordable, it's like $5.99 I'm pretty sure. Then I'm just using this very perfectly themed pink kind of brush from Blank Canvas Cosmetics. I think this is the F08, and I'm just gonna buff this in. Okay, so I'm gonna try this side with a brush, and then I think on the other side I'm gonna use my beauty blender. This one is also by Blank Canvas Cosmetics. I feel like they pretty much applied the same. Maybe it went on slightly smoother with the beauty blender, so I'm just gonna try and use this for the rest of my face. So obviously, as you can see, compared to my neck, this is more of like a kind of pinky toned pale foundation, whereas I'm more of like a yellowy toned pale person. I wouldn't recommend this foundation for dry skin at all because it does pick up on dry patches, and I feel like it does look a little bit patchy now, but once I've added my concealer I think it will be fine because I've used it before. I've just realised I forgot to prime my face. I do this every time I intend on using a primer. I was going to use the Pro Studio priming water, but I completely forgot, so my face isn't moisturised, which is probably why the foundation is looking more patchy than normal. Good job, Soph, good job. But I'm going to use the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. We just appreciate how amazing this concealer is, like this side versus this under eye bag. So for my powder, I finally got hold of the Rimmel Match Perfection Silky Loose Face Powder in Translucent. I got this for my birthday. It was actually my birthday yesterday on Saturday. I'm filming this on Sunday and I'm loading it on Monday. But yeah, I finally got this powder and it's amazing. I love it. I wore it yesterday and it doesn't go orange, thank the Lord. But apparently I've been stirring it upside down because it's exploded. Okay, so that is my powder done. I'm now just going to quickly fill in my eyebrows using my Freedom Eyebrow Pomade in the shade Taupe. I've been using this pretty much on a daily basis recently. Oh, it's got a big crack in it. That wasn't there the other day. Lots of people keep requesting me to use kind of grey toned stuff on my eyebrows to match my grey hair, and I do appreciate that. Like, I do use more kind of grey toned stuff on a daily basis. It's just that it's very hard to find an eyebrow colour that is actually grey, and also in tutorials and stuff when I'm trying new things. Obviously most brands don't make like a grey colour for eyebrows, so I've been testing out a lot of new things recently, so it doesn't bother me too much that my brows don't exactly match my hair. So for contour, I thought I'd do something different rather than using my Freedom 03 contour pan, so instead I'm using the Freedom Pro Strobe palette because I think this is a bit easier to get hold of. It's the powder contour kit. I mentioned this in my makeup collection video. I mentioned that I use it quite a lot, but I've never really used it on camera. So I'm going to be using this colour down here, which again is a really good kind of pale contour shade. So that is what that one looks like. I really like it. It's not too dark and you need the tiniest bit because it's super pigmented. The highlighter in this, I just have to say, is absolutely stunning. It's like a bright white highlight. I'm not actually going to be wearing this today, really sorry, but just it's amazing. Then for blush, I'm actually using the e.l.f. Blush palette in the shade Light. That one is more like a bronzer, but I think I'm going to go for this one. I'm just adding a tiny bit because I'm not the biggest fan of blush on myself. But I thought it's Valentine's Day, I've got to add a bit of blush, so there we go. And the brush that I'm using is the MUA F2 brush. Then for highlighter, I'm using another e.l.f. product. This is the Moonlight Pearls highlighter, which is hugely talked about on YouTube. And I brought this back out because I heard Kathleen Lights talk about it in a video the other week. And she recommended that what you do with this is you scrape off the top layer. So I literally took like an eyebrow brush and just scraped off the top layer. And now it's super pigmented, so I'm going to be trying this on my face. Okay, so moving on to my eyes, I'm going to be using two different palettes. I'm using the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette in Brights. This is still available and it's just got... Ooh, these are so hard to open. Ooh. And this has just got a bunch of bright colours in it, but I'm going to show you how you can use something like this to create a really kind of more wearable look. And then the other eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using is the Collection Eyes Uncovered palette in Nude Rose. And this one just looks like this. It's got a bunch of nude rose colours in it, surprise surprise. I'm just going to start with a tiny touch of this orange colour in my crease as a transition shade. Okay, so now that I've got that orange, I'm then just going to go in with a bit of, oh, I don't know which one to go for. I think a bit of this pink here, again, just in my crease. I'm still going to try and make this like wearable, but I want it to have a pop of pink just because it's Valentine's Day and why not? And originally I feel like people might look at this palette and be like, whoa, so many bright colours, like I would never use that. But you know, like in the Anastasia Modern Renaissance, that's got a lot of kind of pink and red shades, and you can definitely make them wearable. Okay, so there's my little pop of pink. I'm then moving on to the Collection Nude Rose palette. I think I'm going to go in with this colour here, which is kind of like a mauvey, shimmery sort of colour. Ooh, that's so pretty. By the way, this is the Spectrum A07 brush. Best flat eyebrow brush ever. It's linked in the description box. I'm also just going to run that along the lower lash line. Forgot what it was called for a sec. Okay, so I'm then going to go in with some of the lightest colour in this palette and I'm going to put that on my inner corners. Okay, so I'm then taking a bit of the darkest colour in this palette. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of that onto my inner corners. I meant to say outer corner. So for eyeliner, I'm using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and you can get this from Boots. It's quite a difficult one to use, but I really like it. It lasts all day, and it's very black. No, I've just blinked and it's just smudged. So I'm then just applying the Makeup Revolution Viper Mascara. Okay, so that's what the mascara looks like. I am actually going to put on some lashes. I have a few pairs to choose from here. These are all by the brand Lovable Lashes, which is owned by my friend Tammy. These are really, really affordable eyelashes. I will leave the link in the description box. Oh, I don't know which ones to go for. I have the 522s, which are these ones. I've got number 48, which are more kind of like spaced out ones. I've got 43, which are more kind of like dramatic. And then I've got WSP, which I'm guessing stands for wispy because these look really wispy. I'm gonna go for 522 because they were the ones that I was most drawn to. Okay, so those eyelashes are super pretty, super like fluttery and voluminous. So I'm gonna be using one of the NYX Liquid Suedes, and this is in the shade Tea and Cookies, and this is just kind of like a pink colour. And then I'm gonna go over the top with a gloss, which I don't normally do. Soap and Glory have come up with a bunch of new lip glosses, and I thought that, I don't know, lip gloss is kind of girly, and as much as I hate lip gloss, I'm going to give these a go because I want to try them, and I feel like this colour and this colour look really nice together, so I'm going to do the NYX one first. I really hate pink lipstick on myself. So I'm then just going over the top with the Soap and Glory lip gloss in the shade Down and Dainty. These smell like chocolate. Okay, so that is the finished look. Let me just take off my headband. I feel way too girly today. I've got curled hair pink makeup. So that is it for this tutorial, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I hope you guys all have an amazing Valentine's Day, whether or not you're by yourself, whether you're with friends, whether you're with a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, then I just hope you all have a really good day. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!